A genre-defining game can mean a lot of things. Games such as the Mario series, Legend of Zelda, Minecraft, Skyrim, Final Fantasy VII, with plenty more. Sometimes having a grandfather and a father in some cases. A good example would be first-person shooters. The grandfather of them has to be probably Doom, released in 1993. But due to its release, no ability to look up or down may turn off some younger folks. But the father for first-person shooters probably would have to be Half-Life, developed by Valve, released in 1998. This was Valve's first game they made and started the Half-Life series, which means it gave fanboys Half-Life 2 to love as well. But not many know Half-Life was also released on the PlayStation 2 3 years later in November 14th of 2001, making this version, not the game, but this version is now over 20 years old. And for many people who didn't own a computer, and how popular the PlayStation 2 was when it launched, it gave a bunch of people the ability to play Half-Life that didn't own a computer. Okay, maybe not too many people, but it still sold copies. It didn't do crazy well, but it spawned Valve games on home systems, with the next game, Counter-Strike, almost exactly 2 years later, which got an Xbox port. We're rocking here with the Slim because my lust for a fat model PlayStation 2 is just too powerful. Now, how I got this game is interesting. I bought a lot online for 15 bucks, which had the case and manual for Half-Life, but no game. Later, I bought the disc for the game, which, when I got it, couldn't get past a certain point in the tutorial stage, it would just lock up, and certain songs wouldn't play. But nothing a resurface couldn't fix. Now it works like normal, thankfully. I'd also like to point out that it's one of those blue disc games. These were basically standard CDs, but they made them blue for copy reasons, or cost? As far as I know, these things just mess with your laser in a fat PS2, or make it fail faster. Technical stuff out of the way, we start heading to work as our favorite scientist, Gordon Freeman. You are running into late and would need help of Barney Calhoun to get in. Your laboratory of fun science stuff. You get on your HEV suit and ready to do some science stuff. Fun fact, putting a crystal into an anti-mess spectrometer don't go well. What we are causing is a resonance cascade, which causes us to visit Zen for a second, and then they come to visit us. Place gets trashed, and you set out to escape Black Mesa. This is basically the story. Go into work, cause aliens to come to planet, and kill them and escape. There are lots of areas to explore, look at, and get killed, and realize this game is very kind with saving, but also can be a double-edged sword with this. So this version you can save anytime, anywhere, but there is no auto-saving in this version. So I had to get really used to saving manually. At least I can instantly spawn when I was in a tricky spot. For your first weapon, it is of course the iconic Half-Life crowbar. Out of ammo, have no chance of survival? Use this to beat the crap out of everything here. Only these little devils. Head crabs are what I see in the most famous Half-Life enemy, or something like that. They're really easy to take out, but they can also fly at you and try to hug your face, which is the result of these things. Run around taking on enemies and get more weapons until the military comes and saves everyone. Or not. The HECU comes and saves everyone, until they also kill the scientists and also try to kill you instead. They can be smart sometimes, get to a safe checkpoint and kill them the best way possible with as much health and HEV energy as possible. Take care of a hentai monster in a pit by blowing it to smithereens. An evil robot runs after me. This guy is called the Gargantua, which can kill Gordon by flicking him practically. Next chapter on a rail is probably the worst chapter in this game, and I would probably agree. It's just boring and confusing with a bunch of backtracking and trying to figure out where the heck to go. We get to send a rocket to space. That's cool. After this, you run around walking through the garbage chute, talk to the garbage chute, fight alien Hulk guys, then you go back to the facility when you just escaped for some reason. Did I mention parkour? Count to 10, collect all your power-ups in the long jump module. I actually found me using this on PlayStation 2. I don't know how the heck to use it when I played on the normal digital Steam re-release. Then you protect Doc Brown and you're on the fabled Zen. This part is pretty freaky. The new jump module comes in handy in this part when you jump on all these flying guys. Take out a mommy, then face this giant baby thing. This alien baby called the Neelanth. I hope I said that right. Where it teleports you to different rooms whenever its green balls touch you. Wait for its head to open and unload everything you have into it. Mainly alien weapons, but still beating it again was very rewarding. Final chapter, Endgame, has G-Man thank us for our work and offers us a job. Decline when you fight a battle that we cannot win.
I can offer you a battle you have no chance of winning.
But if you do accept, you're most likely put into slumber until the events of Half-Life 2.
Wisely done, Mr. Freeman. I will see you up ahead.
That's about it for Half-Life. Got a few other modes. The only other thing you can do is the Hazard Course, co-op mode, which, well, it's a co-op mode. And the PlayStation 2 exclusive mode, Decay. This is supposed to be a co-op story mode where two players do tasks and protect the other player. In one of the missions in the game, you actually bring up the crystal for Gordon. I didn't play it because, what else to talk about? Game Store's keyboard and mouse, I guess. This seems to be a thing that started on the PlayStation 2, and still exists to this day because people are allergic to analog sticks. I haven't really tried it because I can't really use a keyboard and mouse in my humble little corner space. Don't worry if that doesn't make sense, and you also bought Mario Paint to do without thinking about it, alright? I just did. Conclusion, Half-Life is still pretty good. PlayStation 2 version holds up well, around $40 to $50. Good experience, can also be fun if you have a buddy and want to do the co-op mode. But to cover all Valve games from consoles, seems to be like a little fun thing I could do. And after that, I plan to play more games in inappropriate situations. I can't help myself, but at least I can overdose with Kiss Pinball instead. Crap, my PS1 laser's failing!